And we are live and we are driving. That is right. We are driving at night and we are live. How are y'all doing tonight? To the playback, how are y'all doing tonight? And I thought I'd talk about a little bit of AJ and Usyk real fast. Um, Sorry, I got a text message, guys. It kind of distracted me for a moment. But yeah. So from what it's looking like, Anthony Joshua has lost weight and is pulling weight off. He has said numerous times that, he is more focused on boxing than he is weightlifting. And that's the approach that he wants to have going forward since the loss to Eddie Ruiz Jr. However, we have Usyk, who's always been a small guy. I think the biggest he's weighed is 217. So weight wise, always been much smaller. But yet, when you see Usyk now, supposedly people are saying that he's around 230, 235. So you've got one fighter who is losing weight and one fighter that is putting weight on. Now, my question is, strategically, is this a smart thing for AJ to do? Because AJ has the size advantage by a lot. And there's no links in this video. But AJ, sorry guys, I'm a little sick, coughing. AJ has a huge size advantage. PD, let's see
Hey,
what the hell
hey,
this is.
what's up, man?
What's going on?
Nothing much. It's pretty late here.
Say that again.
I'm saying it's pretty late here.
Where you at in the UK?
Yeah, Scotland. Yeah.
Got
Two,
it.
two
What time
seconds.
is it over there?
I'm going to close my door so I can talk a bit better. 2 seconds. I'm back.
Hold on
I
one
was,
second. Hold on
I
one
was, I
second.
was just closing the door so I could talk a little bit better.
Car, so hold on one second. Bear with me so I can hear you better. All right, let's see here. I don't
Uh,
know if this is gonna work.
it,
There we
it,
go.
it,
Now I can hear you perfect. All right.
uh,
Say what you were
uh,
saying.
it, it, it was working fine earlier, was it? Or was you not on
Yeah, I can hear
the
you
YouTube?
perfect.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. Um, I've never I've I've never joined panels before. Like I've today's like the first time I've just joined a panel. This is the second one. So
Well, I'm happy that you're jumping on panels. How you liking it?
it's much better, but I'm just getting used to it, you know. And I've got like I've gotten like a thing about my accent because I'm from Scotland. I've got to try and talk proper so you understand me, and that bothers me.
Nah.
Like, you know, if I was talking normal,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
wouldn't like understand.
well, how you're talking right now, I can understand it perfect.
Thank you.
Uh, Say that again.
I'm saying thank you.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Anthony Joshua losing weight and not wanting to be as robust and tanky built?
Oh, he's with the people he's got around him. The I think he's obviously been they've sat and talked about it and stuff, and they've thought this is better than bulk, and like he must have a lot of good people around him, you know.
Right.
But like you said, you could come in the opposite, like huge, and just like try and demolish him. But then Usyk might be too quick on his feet. If you know, so but
Yeah, I mean, I could see that point if AJ
uh,
say comes in the
yeah,
two fifties. You know, maybe
he's
Usyk
a
is a little too
he's a
fluid.
big boy. I mean, he's a big boy. Even when he's like I lost all the muscle and that. Well, not lost all the muscle, but you know what I mean. Like thinned right out. Like up picture of him side by side. Like when he was in America, I think it was, and a picture of him like now. The difference in the mass on him was crazy. Cause I used to do steroids when I was younger, like a lot of steroids. So I'm like 33 now. I haven't done that shit for years, but I used to spend like a grand at a time on stuff and that, and it's it's bad. It ended up sending me to jail and stuff. Just being honest.
Right. Is
This
that why
couldn't
you?
just couldn't control my head. Honestly,
Was that why you named yourself PED?
no. You know what it is? It's short for Pedro because my dad used to call me Pedro all the time. And he died when I was 12, and
Sorry to hear that.
it's his birthday on Friday. So that's why like I changed my avatar to like the tattoo I've got on my neck for him, but it's not like properly changed yet. It's like on charts and stuff, it's coming up the tattoo picture, and people's like, "Oh, there's two pads. Which one's the fake one?" and stuff. I was like, "I've changed the avatar, but the Josh Taylor one hasn't changed for some yet." But it just says "Rest in peace, Dad." But I wanted it right on my neck because I, that's I was so proud of him. You know.
I mean, and that's great that you were proud of your dad. That means he did a good impact on you, and that's what a
I,
father should do.
also I was lucky. I was lucky. I couldn't have got a better dad. This is how good it was, right? See, when he would come back from like being on the fishing boat for like 2 3 weeks, when we would go down to pick him up, it felt like Christmas morning every time. Honest to God,
Yeah, that's great. So
and
every time he would come home, it feel like
it,
Christmas.
it, you, I swear to God, and see losing that at 12 year old, that, that fucked me up, mate. I It did.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry for your loss, and
I
but
appreciate it.
at least for the 12 years, at least for the 12 years you had your dad, he
Yeah,
was a good role model for you. Like you said, when he came home, it felt like Christmas. You know, that's great to hear because at least he was positive in your life.
yeah. Oh, 100%. Like I saw him as like Superman. Honestly, never shouted at me. Never like. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better dad. And see, losing that fucked me up, man. Like
Right.
school just went like to complete like fuck it. I don't give a fuck. So I was doing crazy shit in school, and then I ended up getting expelled for hitting a guy over the head with like a shifter. You know the ones that you can move the head. like a 12-inch wrench that you can move the head for the boat like a size.
Right.
If I showed you a picture, you would recognize it straight away. But fuck me, man, I hit him twice on the head with it, and then the guy just stood there, and then he turned around, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's about to kill me. He just took out 2 blows, and then he just turned around, and hell, the whole back of his tracksuit was red with bleed, and I was like, holy fuck, what have I done? And my mates were like, give me the tool, and they went and chucked it in the harbour, and police got involved and everything, man. But he said something about my dad, man, and I says, here, see tomorrow at school, you're fucked. You went over the line. You spoke about my dead dad, kind of, and he was no long dead. I was like, that's it. I don't give a fuck if it happens to me. I was like, you are gonna want to suffer for this, and he did. And then seen him again walking some way, and uppercutting him in the face now, and he'd like a ring, a piercing in his lip, ripped his lip in half and stuff, and I've never let nobody say anything bad about my dad, and then if they do, I'll switch right on the spot, and I hate like turning into a nasty person, man.
But you got to
It's
think about this though. Just listen to me real fast. I hear what
alive.
you're saying. No. I hear what you're saying. I understand where you're coming
Uh,
from. But at the same time, you got to think about this. If your dad was still alive, he
yeah.
probably wouldn't want you getting into those types of confrontations. So, I understand that you're defending him because he's
Yeah.
not here anymore. But at the same time, you got to think your dad probably wouldn't want you in those situations if he was still alive. So, you know, it's better to have some type of self control because I can promise you, your dad wouldn't want you cracking people over the head with wrenches or stuff like that. You know what I mean?
See, like after a stage in my life, that's when I hit the gym, and I got like dedicated to it. I mean dedicated to the gym for about 7, maybe 8 years, maybe, and it was
So by
a,
gym, do you
a,
mean do you
a,
do you
a
mean
like
lifting
so,
weights or do you mean boxing?
weights. Wasn't boxing,
Okay.
but I would have done boxing if there was like a class there or something. But nobody, like, I live in a small town. It's like 30,000 people in it. Like that's nothing in America, is it?
Hold on. Say that again.
The town I live in, it's got like about 30,000 people in it.
I can't. You're like breaking up a little. I heard something about 30,000 people in America.
Yeah, that's like how much people's in my town. You should
Yeah.
Google my town. It's called Peterhead.
Well,
It's
I
like the
can't. I
big.
can't Google it right now because I'm driving.
I just thought you just wrote it down or something.
But yeah,
It,
but in America, 30,000 would be like a very, 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 very small town. Like that's a very
that's
small population.
like that's what I was like trying to say, but I'm like trying to like speak properly with right words and stuff. I'm not used to it, Ken. But I'm trying my best.
No, I can understand you.
Um,
So, so real fast to get back to the boxing, you said you like Josh Taylor.
yeah, like I followed him right from the was it the WBSS and stuff, and uh, and I just knew. Well, I just felt every fight he had it, and and he won, and for somebody to come from Scotland, a tiny, like, we're not like a really populated country. It's really small as well. And for somebody to come from there to become undisputed, like, wow, like that's a big, like, to me, that makes me proud to be Scottish. You know,
Right. Well,
it
he's
does.
a very good boxer, and he
He is.
got his belts the hard way. He beat the other
He
best of his
he
division.
he
It's not
he
like he
did
was
it.
handed the belt.
He did it the right way. Like,
Yes.
see where Teofimo, like, basically just fought one fight and got all the belts. Basically, he got one himself. Like, that was IBF, but he basically just fought once to get all the belts. But he needs to fight Devin because on the Wikipedia and stuff, he's not listed as undisputed. Honestly, it's like Usyk and then Josh Taylor. I think there's
Well,
five.
Usyk.
I think there's five, 4-belt undisputeds. I think. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. Usyk was undisputed at cruiserweight before he moved up. Before Josh Taylor took over
He
140.
was what I say. Usyk won the WBSS Ali Trophy as well, same as Josh. See, that's another thing he's won.
Hold on one
He's like
second.
won everything. So I can
Yeah.
understand. I can understand why he wants to go up to fight like Terence Crawford. I want him to, but yeah, he needs to defend his belts first.
Well, that's what he's gonna do. He's got his match
He's
coming
got.
up to where he's gonna defend all of them.
Uh,
But
and I'm
I,
sure it is a fight in Scotland.
I think what I was gonna say is Terrence Crawford was also undisputed at 140 before Josh was really big, and then he's been in 147 ever since. But truth be told, I would much rather see Josh Taylor fight Tank Davis, since Tank Davis wants to go up there and win a little baby belt, which isn't even a
Here,
real belt. I would rather
so
see Josh Taylor fight Tank than I would Terrence Crawford at 147.
I honestly think Josh will fuck him up.
I think he will too. I think Josh Taylor
I
beats
know
Tank.
Tank's got a fucking power. I know that, but he loses rounds and rounds and rounds, and
Yeah, and
Josh
you
is
you see it too. In Tank Davis's last fight, whenever he fought Mario Barrios, he was
yeah,
down on the
yeah,
cards because he was having a lot of trouble dealing with the
uh-huh.
jab and the height and the reach of Mario Barrios. And Josh Taylor is a naturally bigger guy than Mario Barrios.
He's long as well.
Yeah, and
He's
he's
got
bigger weight wise. Come fight night, he's a lot heavier.
he's a proper
And the thing,
he's a
the,
proper
the thing
140 pounder.
Yeah, and the thing too, you got to think about too is yes, Tank Davis does have a lot of punching power, but at the same time, I'm not convinced that Tank Davis hits harder than Regis Prograis, and Josh Taylor took everything Regis had. So
Uh,
I don't
here,
see Tank being able to
here,
knock him out.
here. See, after that fight, man, I, I, I gained me as as a fan of Regis. Like, he made a fan. I like. He's a fucking dog, man. they fought up fight like toe to toe, and like
Yeah,
it
they
could
they
it
went
could
at
do
it.
it it could do it either way and stuff like that, but
Well, I
here
mean, some people say it could have went either way. I thought it was clear that Josh Taylor beat
well,
Regis,
well,
in
same
my
here,
opinion.
I feel like I'm biased because I like him, so I don't like you know what I mean. I,
Right.
like here, I'm just checking Wikipedia, right? So it must be like Terence Crawford, then Usyk, and then Josh Taylor.
Oh, you
Could
talking
be,
about for four belt undisputed?
uh, 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 honestly, Teofimo's nail on it.
Well, you said Teofimo.
Yep.
I don't. I don't think. I don't. I personally do not feel like Teofimo Lopez is undisputed
No.
because he won the franchise title against Lomachenko, not the real
Uh huh.
WBC belt, which
Yep.
Lomachenko vacated, and Devin Haney has it. So the
Yep.
only way, in my opinion,
Yep.
Teofimo Lopez can be undisputed is to beat Devin Haney. That's the only way I see it.
100% agree with you. 100%. And it seems like he doesn't want to fight him though. And
It
but
really
here,
doesn't look like Teo wants to fight
did you
anybody.
did you think Devin looked good against Linares?
I thought Devin fought a different fight against Linares than what he normally does. It looked like to me that Devin Haney was trying to be a brute.
It
He was trying to go for the knockout, and he just doesn't have the power
it
to do that.
it
Devin
was
Haney is normally a backfoot fighter.
it was good to watch. But if he's
Yeah,
doing
it
it
was
for
good
the
to watch,
crowd,
but
he's,
but because
uh,
that's not Devin Haney's style, he almost got
uh,
knocked out.
yeah, I understand that, but it was uh, great watching it up until he got rocked. You know, like I was really enjoying the way he was fighting, but
Well,
like you
yeah,
say, it's
he. I mean,
like
he.
you say, it's not his style though.
Well, the thing about it is he was trying to prove a point that he had power because after the fight, he was asking Linares, "How's my power? How's my power?" So he was fighting it in a different role. He was being the aggressor. He wanted to knock him out, but he just doesn't have the power to knock people out. Not at an elite level. Now, lower tier fighters, he could probably mount up an accumulation punch and get them out of there. But the guys at the top, he's not knocking out.
Yeah, but here, if he's not got like up power, but he's got the fucking tech. He's got the technique and the 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 what's a word for it? I'm kind of fucked just now. So I like
Well,
um
he's got a lot of technique and a lot of
I
boxing.
like he does. I think people underrate it.
No, no, he's a very good boxer. He's very good.
it
Boxer. I think
definitely.
if he would have fought Linares on the back foot instead of being the aggressor, I don't think Linares would have landed shots on him. He was too fast. He was too fast.
He's fast as fuck.
But I just drove. This is only going to be a real short stream. I'm happy that you jumped on. I'm
Oh,
happy
that's
this is your
cool.
second live that you've done.
Oh, yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
about to end the live here.
I'll come on again if it's cool sometime.
You're welcome anytime you want to get on.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's nice to speak to normal people, you know, instead of fucking like trolls and you know what I mean? Like folk fucking pretending they're other people and uh like just weirdos. Like that's all I can say, weirdos.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
But I
weirdos.
appreciate you. you let him on and speaking to him. Yeah, I do. But if I'll try to get my Scottish will get better as the more I speak to people. It's
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
it'll improve.
the thing is, I'll say this. You know, Josh Taylor opened the door to Scotland. You probably have more and more people coming up from Scotland who see him, get inspired by him, and
Mm-hmm.
you know that's normally how it happens. Like people inspire other people where they're from, and then they make them want to do it too. So I guarantee you, we're going to start seeing more stars come out of Scotland because of Josh Taylor and what he's done. But real quick to the chat. We're about to end stream here, Glove. Unfortunately, you just got here, and I'm about to end it. And same for you, Hoblo. I'm about to end the stream, but yeah, it was good talking with you. And I'm gonna end it here.
It was nice meeting you properly and stuff, Ken.
All right, man. Well, you have a good night.
Right, I'll catch you later then, right?
All right.
Right,
Bye.
peace, bro.